Greetings, Galactic Angelics of the Malchesian Order of the 144. Waking up, rising up, we rise into the glory of the light. We rise in bliss, we rise in love, we rise in joy, sovereignty, freedom. With the I Am presence, we are activated with the full power, the full courage, and the full force of our cosmic God conscious eternal minds of eternal life, eternal light. We are freed from all bondage, all constructs, and all timelines. We are freed and activated to manifest heaven on earth, the non-physical into the physical. The dreamer has become fully lucid, fully awake, fully aware. Consciousness is released from the program of suffering. All timelines converge to this one harmonic omega point, the quantum leap of consciousness for all living beings, into Homo Luminous, the true human being. Sifu's Navajo teacher in the Red Willow Society would teach that we are not even real human beings yet, meaning human of the light, the hue, the rainbow nation, meaning living 100% from our heart, being connected to all things, in all timelines, all realms, all consciousness connected. And it is not that we are not connected or have not been. We are always connected. We just lost the awareness of this. We have lost the gnosis, the knowledge of our connection to all things, and we lost the experience, but we have regained it. We are remembering. We are re-emerging. This is the emergence from the chrysalis into the pure light of bliss, or the clear light of bliss, of pure awareness. And today, on this powerful day of the 2121, the 3-3 portal, the 33 of mastery of Christ consciousness, we are being awakened to our true Christ nature, meaning love nature, the nature of our true selves, which is Buddha consciousness, God consciousness, or what we can call love consciousness, being conscious of the love that we truly are. This is the unconditional love. This is beyond words, beyond thoughts, beyond feelings. But we are the I Am presence, which is love in action, or God in action. It is the movement of the stillness. It is the simulated motion that we created to manifest all things, to experience ourselves through a mirror, through the looking glass, which is our perception and is divine, holy. We have the holy water, the holy fire, holy mother, holy father, mother, father, God, creator, source, as our true nature with us now, within us now. The kingdom of heaven within is the kingdom of heaven without. The great central sun in the center of your being is a mirror. It is the same. It is holographic in nature as the great central sun in the center of the galaxy, in the center of the universe, and the center of the multiverse. The one in the many in the one. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am here, I am there, and I am everywhere. I am here now in this sacred temple, in this sacred vessel, resonating at the highest frequency, at the highest resonance of pure love, pure light, and pure bliss, and keep going through and through and through until you totally break through. We navigate through all barriers, all construct, all illusions with our pure mind, and with the mighty I Am presence, together as a collective, as co-creators, fully conscious and aware, we manifest our true heart's desire, our true heart's delight. This is the kingdom of paradise. And we are the event, we are the wave, we are the light. Together, as our worlds connect and come into harmonic resonance, we now resonate the new earth, the new Eden, the new Jerusalem, forevermore, never falling from grace, never forgetting our true nature, our true selves, ever again. This is a new chapter, the beginning of heaven on earth. So shine on, you beautiful diamonds of light. We call the indestructible diamond body of our crystalline conscious minds 444 flowing in. Over the last 24 hours, we had the power of 24 hertz on the Schumann resonance and many high frequencies. We had some white blast of higher dimensional light from 60, 70, 90, and beyond coming in. activating our 12-strand crystalline DNA of the 144. We also had 125 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. The most powerful today in South America with a 5.2 Bolivia at 1417 UTC, 19.492 latitude, 63.982 longitude. We have the 369 codes of Nikola Tesla. This was very deep, 592 kilometers depth. This was just north of the Tropic of Capricorn in the foothills of the sacred Andes Mountains, the home of our beloved Condors, divine feminine energy, the energy of divine goddess. We also had a 4.6 activation in the Andes, San Pedro de Atacama, on the border of Argentina, Chile, and Bolivia, the three corners, the Trinity, the Trident. And this is the Kundalini of Pachamama being activated as our Kundalinis are being activated, upgraded, rising up. This is the Ascension. This is the fire rising up the central channel, the Katika, the Shoshuna. We had a 5.0 in Bolivia and a 4.1 in Chile, also in the Kundalini, the Andes Mountains, Guatemala, Central America, the home of our Mayan elders, 5.0. North of Ascension Island, part of the Ascension energies, this connection of the divine masculine to the divine feminine, right on the Tropic of Capricorn, with a 4.8 to 12 of the divine goddess, 643 UTC, 0.84 latitude, 17.802 longitude, 17 of the quantum, the quell, the source. The whole ring of fire again lit up today. Japan 4.5, Carlsberg Ridge, in the Indian Ocean 4.6, right on the equator. This is part of the energies of the Equinox. The Equinox energies flowing in, the gateway fully open from the higher dimensions into 3D. We are anchoring in the highest codes. Indonesia 4.6, Greece, Thessaly 4.3 of the 7, Russia 4.9. All energy compressing into the 0 point, the singularity, the still white magnetic light at the center of all things. And the compression breakthrough is the supernova. That is all of us. That is all consciousness becoming cosmic, becoming nova. The nova is of the great expansion. We are expanding to the ends of the universe, returning to the center, expanding out infinitely. This is the great harmonic convergence of all timelines, all dimensions, all realms into this final omega point, the nova omega, which is the culmination of all timelines. We are fully anchored into the grid, and now it is up to us to live from our heart and to live in the bliss and the love and the joy. Today we have many powerful codes and activations in today's transmissions, and be sure to stick around to the very end. We have transmission from the power of planet Huna, the Huna nation, and then we end with a very powerful mantra, in which I plan on recording a full mantra in a sacred portal this week for our team on Patreon. So join us at patreon.com/prime disclosure, and be sure to scroll through all the posts there. We have multiple activations in the last week, and then many teachings of Qigong and meditation and Kundalini activations. And if you're on our Patreon, be sure to go to our YouTube community page. We put the links so they're easier to find to our teachings. And we also had the I Am Presence discourses of 33 days encoded in there. So be sure to take advantage of these gifts that we give to our team that are supporting us on Patreon. Now we start today with the Sabian symbols. Right now, moon at 6 degrees 3 minutes Cancer, sun at 1 degrees 36 minutes Aries. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 7 degrees Cancer, 2 fairies, nature spirits, dancing on a moonlit night. And the current Sabian symbol for the sun at 2 degrees Aries, a comedian entertaining the group, from astrologyweekly.com. And again today, my queen, my sacred condor, pulled a card from the deck, Your Path Through the Enchanted Forest, by Linnea Weatherstone. The card she pulled for all of you today is card 9, the Hermit. Though badgers are by nature sociable creatures, There are some who prefer to dwell alone. They are the scholars and philosophers of the forest, both occupations that require deep digging. It takes time and solitude to acquire real understanding. The hermit's visitors are rare, and he has arranged his chamber for his own comfort. One chair, one glass for his nightly port, a small fire for warmth and contemplation. He can be sought out for guidance if he's in the right mood, but he does not impose his advice unasked, nor does he have patience with flibbertigibbets. If you have a curious mind and sincerely want to learn, you will find the path to his door. When you are ready to go below the surface of things, the door will open. The hermit has chosen to live in solitude to avoid daily distractions. He is a monotasker, giving his full attention to each of his many pursuits in turn. His advice to you is to do the same. Make the time and take the space. To enjoy your own company without interruption. Take control of your interactions with others. Don't let them badger you. Meaning at a glance, solitude, a preference for home over society, study, perspective, a time of deepening. A closer look. The armillary sphere was a gift from the enchanter, who has a similar one and noticed his reclusive friend admiring it on his rare visits. 1144, coming in. And code from our divine Huna Brostar of the Light, Mauta Taki, 1111, 24 strand DNA activating. You should be experiencing double density expansion to your form as you enter planet Huna space. Many had a taste of the living light planet a long time ago, through the seal of the living light child, through the Huna sealed. This past Lemurian New Year, the light was anchored into Gaia, helping Gaia to ascend to planet Huna. The king crystal came to align her to the divine union through the Lemurian calendar, to invite all to the codes of expansion, to receive the consciousness of 24D, and thereby accepting the 24th strand at the very least. Stargate 17 provided the confirmation of the double density activating at an altitude above 12,000 feet, revealing the need for double density that supports the form at higher vibrations. A survival mode the cells expand for the continuum of life. Welcome to the age of Lemuria 5. Welcome to the house of Huna. Welcome to planet Huna. From HOH.Earth. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica. Wizardry of Light. As your activation continues, as your ancient wisdom expands, know your past lives are not entirely of this world. Many are from distant galaxies of many missions, just like the mission you are on. For your alliance with the universe is innate with the planetary upgrade. Know your wisdom and knowledge is collectively housed in your crystalline DNA, containing complex histories and stories of won battles. Know your wisdom is infinite. To look deeply within to reach your wizardry of light, to find and connect to the ancient aspect of you. To know your timeline is a window of expansive light, to connect to this light, for it resides in the stillness of your reality. For you are activating now, awakening to the universe, aligning your light for the good of humanity. Continue each step, each breath to reach us. Know we are aligned and by your side, sending waves of unconditional love. The Arcturians and Karen Lithica from KarenLithica.com. 149444. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. The Sacred Seals. The most sacred seals, containing immense light pockets of information for the new golden age and the new earth, have just been broken, and the light pocket information is being released in several stages to those souls on earth who are ready to receive such information and activations. These go hand in hand with the most sacred and hidden teachings of Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, which were indeed burnt at one stage, and some copies were confiscated and never given the light of day by those who wished to control such information. The seals now being broken indeed will be transmitted directly to those souls who are ready to go through immense transfiguration, or in the process of doing so. This will mean that no human will transfer this knowledge, but will be transferred directly to prevent any outside interference. What this means is that these light pockets of information will indeed lift these souls into the higher dimensional state and frequency bands, and into the new earth embodiment in the most powerful ways. The key here is purity and purity of intent, for one's innate intent will always be read. Will such activations and information be used for the highest good, and the greater good of all, or for the service of self? The sacred seals contain the infinite power pockets of divine love in its purest form, with the ultimate transcendental pockets of divine light information, which goes beyond description. It will bring about huge changes in the vibrational frequencies of the physical embodiment and full transition into the new light body which is already forming, as the ethereal spinal column of those who are ready, are already in place, plus the power grids. With it, the divine feminine is busy releasing her own sacred seals, which is anchoring in the feminine Christ and the Magdalene codes, and will culminate in the sacred book of love, being returned as well over time. More than this, Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, the high orders of the Christedness plus the Magdalenes, are working in the highest degrees, now with the transfiguration and with the intricate transformation of those souls who wish and are ready to go through the transfiguration and total rebirth, and the old self behind forever. They work with the Lord Melchizedek, the high order of the Melchizedek, Enoch, and John. Immensely powerful transitions are upon us, and especially those souls who are now leading the process. It is a deep transfiguration into the highest light state and the highest expression of unconditional love, Christedness, and indeed fully embracing the divinity within, as one is as one with the divine source and infinite whole. These are indeed most sacred and holy weeks we are entering now. It is a time to seek out quietude and much deeper connection with the divinity within, and thus to seek guidance and clarity in the highest degree. If you truly seek, you will receive. If you ask, you shall be given to the degree that you are ready to receive and can assimilate such. Indeed, is now the time to seek the inner sanctuary, the inner sacred space, temple, and abide there, seeking the sacredness, the holiness, and indeed the divine omnipresence in the highest degrees. Get ready for intense transformation and intense transfiguration, accelerating now for those souls ready to receive this. Holy, 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 sacred, sacred, sacred. All is sacred, all is holy, all is divine. From JudithKusel.com. Today, from the Order of the Star, the sacred fire of light. Many people today are beginning to experience the effects of the transformation by fire in their lives. We connect with sacred fire when we connect the divinity within us and begin to download these extremely high-frequency energies into ourselves from the higher cosmic realms. Our origins, soul essence spiritually, are from the great central sun, and its energies originate from the cosmic central sun of the universe, and both send out cosmic light to be received by our local sun and our solar system, which radiates this spiritual light to the earth and all her life. Hence we are able to continually absorb this spiritual cosmic radiation directly into our four lower bodies, the physical, etheric or spiritual, the mental and the emotional levels of who we are. The light is actually from the source of creation or prime creator of all life, and all these levels of ourselves, and we could not live as a planet or a species without this light. Of course, it is a physical light as well as spiritual light in the higher dimensional octaves of the spectrum of light. There are the higher divine frequencies from the Godhead of the cosmos. This is our divine connection to the source of all within our universe and omniverse, and we are continually receiving these frequencies to maintain the integrity of who we are. It is an eternal connection, and the soul forever receives these frequencies. No matter in what dimensional realm we are experiencing ourselves as taking form, and the outer manifestations of this light. To the outer perception of our physical eyes and vision, there is separation between ourselves and the outer world. However, in the spiritual perception of reality, there is no separation, as we perceive it to be, based on the seeming disconnection of the many physical manifestations of life. It is all one spectrum of the manifestation of light and divine being. This is the oneness which the Masters describe to us as their perception of being, and it is a sublime reality indeed. We can also learn to perceive on these higher levels of being while we are yet here in this physical reality. We do not need to have our spiritual ability to perceive the cosmos dimmed by physical eyesight. Instead, we can learn to discern the multitude of the levels of manifestation and the continuum of the highest spiritual source levels continually step down, level by level, until they reach what we describe as the physical dimension of this world. It is the continuum of life, and life's experience of being which we are having now on the many levels of ourselves. Only a few of these may be contained within our conscious awareness in the present physical embodiment. However, in the continuum of our own energies, which transcend from the dense physical realm to the stars and beyond, we are simultaneously experiencing ourselves in many, many dimensional realities, and what has often been referred to as the eternal moment of now. In many earlier periods of Earth evolution, this esoteric knowledge of initiation by rites of sacred fire was experienced only by those who were the initiates, or the members of the mystery schools or secret societies which existed in ancient Egypt and Greece and ancient Atlantis, to name only three of these, for they existed across the face of the planet in many, many earlier civilizations and ages for the enlightenment of mankind. These secret societies had the dual purposes of enlightening mankind by administering the rites of passage through the use of sacred fire, and of preserving the knowledge of man's innate connection to all of the cosmos. This sacred knowledge is being reborn within mankind in this present age, where you are now upon the earth, through the willingness of many people to consider that you may be related to many other sentient beings throughout the cosmos, who, like you, are the conscious creations of the creator gods of the universe, who were instrumental in the creation and the development of your genetic lineage. These creator gods have shaped mankind to enhance your knowledge and abilities since ancient times, and have often used these rites of passage of sacred fire to enhance the abilities of mankind. This fact has not gone unnoticed through many civilizations on earth, both ancient and modern, for you are now beginning to once again reawaken to this fact, so that as before this can be used for your benefit. This has always been the cause of sudden advancement, characterized by awakening or rebirth within many of your civilizations upon earth, such as in the case of the renaissance of truth and knowledge upon the earth prior to the present day, which occurred in the 14th through the 17th centuries. The word renaissance, from the French renaître, to be reborn, literally means rebirth. It is never our intention to interfere in the development or the advancement of the human species, but to simply enhance your genetic functioning in order to make this advancement possible, and to therefore stimulate it through the use of sacred fire or cosmic light. You are, all of you upon the earth now, being the recipients of this sacred fire, whether you are aware of this or not, and indeed it truly does not matter whether or not you are consciously aware of this process or not, because it is being given to mankind as the sun shines upon the earth automatically as a process of nature at this point. Thus we have now the broadcasting of this information and the effect of the sacred fire throughout the consciousness of mankind, and it is fortunately not being reserved only for the few who are members of the mystery schools. This is a good thing, because you all desperately need this information at this time. The sacred fire is an automatic brightener of the soul, as it brings such an upliftment of spirit through the many layers of esoteric knowledge, which is also encoded within this light. It is multi-layered and multidimensional in its effect on mankind, because of this ability which it has to carry, to bring, and to deliver untold realms of knowledge directly within the human species. So the effect of this is immense, and you are just now learning how to consciously work with this light as manifested through sacred fire. Hence the symbol and image of the phoenix bird now being reintroduced into the consciousness of your species in many places and in many cultures across the face of earth, so that many can now begin to consciously have the benefit of what, for a very long time, was reserved for the few within the mystery schools and other halls of esoteric knowledge. This is a huge movement forward for mankind in your evolutionary progress, and we are delighted to once again be a conscious part of this process with mankind. You are all making great progress with this, and we expect that this will continue. We are the Pleiadian emissaries of light. And today, from Divine Brostar of Light, Graham Forscutt, March Equinox, the extra galactic view. Earth during the next couple of days not only aligns to the first degree of tropical Libra on the 21st, Earth also aligns to our Milky Way galaxy's North Pole. This North Pole then is directly aligned to the great-grandmother galaxy M87, a huge galaxy located at the center of our local cluster of galaxies, Virgo A. M87 is seen as the birthing mother of our entire cluster by plasma cosmologists. The Robert Monroe Institute offers an advanced out-of-body Starlines course, an exercise where seasoned out-of-body experiencers explore in real time. Physics proves two locations can interact in real time over any distance, our galaxy and beyond. Course participants went through our galaxy center in their self-created plasma starship and then onwards. Monroe's Focus 49, exploring intergalactic realms. Each year for a couple of decades, I made conscious attempts to interact with the Intergalactic Council at M87. And now I hear some very powerful codes, fun yet compelling, alphanumeric M-cross referencing. When A equals 1 plus Z equals 26, then 252. The Intergalactic Federation equals 252. Super Universe Affairs, the local group of galaxies. From Supergalactic Center, center of the galactic group. Greater Great Central Sun, the universal cosmic field. The Evolving Universe equal 252. Local Universe Scaffolding. Cosmic Streams of Energy, Collective Enlightenment. High Fidelity Entanglement. Intergalactic Astrologer. Cosmic Laws Understood. Moving onto a Cosmic Path equal 252. The Ascension Initiation, the initiation of decision after the fifth initiation equal 252. And now today from Divine Sister of the Light Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology, Venus enters Aries, first quarter moon in Cancer, Mercury in Pisces, sextile Uranus in Taurus. The heart is called to adventure, but emotionally we may feel concerned that we will be too vulnerable and exposed if we go too far out of our comfort zone. The trick is to use our powerful intuition to guide our actions. Mercury's connection to Uranus offers us brilliant ideas if we dare to dream. Self-esteem is boosted when we are brave. Cheer yourself on at every opportunity. Give yourself permission to go after what you want. It isn't selfish to put yourself first for a change. State clearly what you like so that you and the universe are sure of your direction. Practice fierce self-love to propel your life forwards. You can attract what you need by being assertive and confident, but don't allow competitiveness to spoil your enthusiasm. There's no comparison to another's journey. Live your life true to you. You don't have to wait to be happy. From LeahWhitehorse.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times. Kin 97, Red Rhythmic Earth. Rhythmic is the name for the number 6, and its key words are organize, balance, and equality. The 6th day of a wave spell is about getting your stuff together. Progress cannot be made by daydreaming and twiddling your thumbs. Sometimes you have to be practical. Today is about taking matters into your hands and taking care of business. Today is Red Earth, and its keywords are evolution, synchronicity, and navigation. It's a great combination of number and day, with the practical number 6 providing a great opportunity to rebalance, and this in turn facilitates evolution. If you have mundane things to take care of today, remember you are organizing your own progress. Whether it's planting seeds in your garden, or renewing your passport, or sorting out your home so it is more feng shui, you get the picture. The guide today is also Red Earth, and so a double helping of evolution. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. Red Rhythmic Earth, Kin 97, 21 March 2021. Divine Synchronic Evolution, Equinox Gateway. 21-3-2021 equal 3323 equal 335 equal 38 equal 11 equal 2. 21 Crown of the Magi, victory, honors, rewards. 3 Holy Spirit, joy, creativity. 5 Liberation, freedom, change, transformation. 8 Abundance, infinity, source flow. 11 Portal, gate, polarity. 2 Twins, cooperation, partners. Kin 97 equals 16 equals 7 magic. 9 months ago, 6 Kaban occurred on 4th of July 2020, which is of course Americans' Independence Day. Today activates that portal once more and beautifully synchronizes with the global freedom march yesterday on the overtone warrior day. These days are very powerful as each successive day builds on the energy of the prior, all working together to ensure our successful planetary liberation. The Declaration of Independence features the famous lines, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and have certain unalienable rights, among them life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." Alleluia! And how significant are those words today. Day 6, and we are halfway through our yellow human wave spell of wisdom, influence, intelligence, free will, and abundance. We certainly are attaining more divine wisdom and truths in this wave spell. Today we are listening for signs in our physical reality which are guiding our true course in our evolutionary journey, as we navigate a course of equality for all humanity. Tone of creation, rhythmic, tone 6 in the physical realm. Action balances, power organizes, essence equality. The rhythmic phase is the one where this all-adventuring and radiating miracle that is you learns to walk, but consciously, precisely, with fine organizational instincts, and what superb balance we see. Very soon you have mastered walking and are up and running. Go forth and explore your territory, explore the great outdoors and commune with the elementals. Invite them home with you to organize your house and garden. They love helping. How perfectly divine that we are organizing our physical environment and our planet for greater balance, harmony, and equality on the equinox. When the length of our days and nights are of equal duration on both sides of the planet, northern and southern hemisphere, not only do we have a rhythmic day, but we also have a double earth, Kaban day. So this is a brilliant alignment as Gaia energetically and magnetically resets for greater balance throughout her entire body. Hold on, planetary kin. The global seesaw is about to reach still 0 point. It is time to find your fulcrum and center of balance before the momentum hits. The equinox, vernal and autumnal. There are only 2 times of the year when the Earth's axis is tilted neither toward nor away from the sun, resulting in a nearly equal amount of daylight and darkness at all latitudes, that is 12 hours and a few minutes. These events are referred to as equinoxes. The word equinox is derived from 2 Latin words, eques, equal, and nox, night. At the equator, the sun is directly overhead at noon on these 2 equinoxes. Equinox magnetosphere. During the days and weeks around the equinoxes, fissures, cracks form in the Earth's magnetosphere, the protective magnetic bubble around the Earth. Solar wind can pour through the gaps to fuel bright displays of northern lights. Even a weak stream of solar wind can activate this phenomenon. At this time of year, that's all it takes. Even a gentle gust can breach our planet's magnetic defenses. This is called the Russell-McFerrin effect, named after the researchers who first explained it. The cracks are opened by the solar wind itself. South-pointing magnetic fields inside the solar wind oppose Earth's north-pointing magnetic fields. North and south partially cancel one another, opening a crack. This cancellation can happen any time of the year, but it happens with the greatest effect around the equinoxes. NASA and European spacecraft have been detecting these cracks for years. Small ones are about the size of California, and many are wider than the entire planet. There are no danger to people on Earth. Our planet's atmosphere intercepts the rush of incoming particles with no harm done and a beautiful afterglow. Stay tuned for a wonderful light show. So precious hearts, a gorgeous code today. Take the opportunity to dance and sing your way through the day and allow consciousness to send its rhythms through your body to bring us back into balance and alignment. Today's questions are, how can I organize myself to have more balance and flow in my life? What are the signs telling me? How can we as a collective navigate our successful evolution through prioritizing equality, harmony, and balance for all beings? Divine blessings for a super, magical, synchronic equinox reset. In Lakek Alakin, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 97, Red, Rhythmic Earth. The mantra, the code for today is, I organize in order to evolve. Balancing synchronicity, I seal the matrix of navigation. With the rhythmic tone of equality, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day of activations, transmutations, and transfiguration. Let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. We archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now, I'd like to thank everyone for your continued support on Patreon through your pledges and your donations on PayPal. If you'd like to support our work and help us to keep bringing these daily messages to the world, these daily transmissions, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/primedisclosure. Each pledge is a vote for us to keep continuing our work. We are about halfway to what we need for our living daily expenses, so we appreciate all of you for your continued support. We also have a link in the description below if you'd like to make a one-time donation through PayPal to help support us in these times of great change. I'd like to also thank everyone for supporting my Sacred Condor's art business on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade wool goddess totems and other works of art on lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to finish today's transmission from a very powerful activation from our Huna, Divine Brostar of the Light, Li, Parre. Power up, moment now, heart resonance, embrace, oceanic wisdom tones, body calibrates, 0-point jump, cosmic consciousness expansion, 24 elders around the throne of God, full harmonic light source, avatar telepathic intelligence, planet of living light sound, symbiotic interface technology, universal language, cosmic laws, migration frontier navigators, cosmic shift, planetary shakes, celestial stargates, galactic highways, data streaming, infinite space, double density expansion, driving for, continuum waveform, phase shift, pillar of light, Merkaba, star, body, vessel, ocean of creation sealed, embedded one with all, feel the frequency, Earth 5 rising now, fractals of eternal breath, living vibration of truth, absolute love essence, celestial light overlay. And now for a very powerful mantra from our Tibetan brothers and sisters of the light. Om Hung Vajra Guru Padme Siri Hung. Om Hung Vajra Guru Padme Siri Hung. Om Hung Vajra Guru Padme Siri Hung. So thank you all for joining us today and joining us on this great mission of ascension. Keep walking your sacred path with heart and shining your light brightly into the night. And always remember, I am the resurrection and the life. I am here now in this body where I always am, and I am the presence filling my world with perfection this day and every day. Have a beautiful and blessed awakening, sacred beings of light. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.